So we've talked about some other authors. Now, as we sort of intimated already, you yourself are a published author, I believe, of romance.
Yes, a contemporary romance. Yeah.
Okay, so tell me a few things. So one is what kind, so you said contemporary romance. What are some of the themes that you tend to, like, what got you into it? You talked about it a little bit.
Yeah.
What are some of the themes and what do you enjoy about it?
So for me, like I said, it started when I was reading 50 Shades of Grey, which disclaimer, I do love it. Don't come at me, Jesus. I love the movies too, okay? I do love 50 Shades. But I'm a very, I would say, confident woman. I don't trash talk myself as much as Anna did in the book. So it was kind of hard for me to relate to that. I'm like, there's no way that not 1 minute of the day you look in the mirror and you're like, oh, I kind of look nice today,
Right.
cute. Like that never happens. And I don't like the oblivious. Sometimes they make the heroines very oblivious to their charms. Like you have men literally dropping everything for you, fawning over you, and you're like, I'm the worst. And you're like, no.
It kind of makes me think of some like romance movies where they throw glasses on her, therefore she's not good looking or something. But the audience is like, obviously she's hot.
Yeah.
Right? And then it sort of evolves from there. It's a little bit of a trope.
A ponytail and glasses.
There
That's
you
that's how they ugly the woman. Yeah. But when I was reading it, I was just like, why would you say that? I was sort of starting getting heated, and I was venting to my friend about it, and I'm like, why would she do that? And she said, like, if you're really that passionate about it, just write your own version. And at that time, I was a stay-at-home mom, and whenever my kids would go to sleep, I would just crack open my laptop and just started writing. And I don't know what came over me. Just I started having this, like, it started with like a scene that I kept seeing in my head. Of the characters interacting, and it just would not leave my head. So I just sat down and started writing it, and it took me about 7 months, I think, and I finished. I mostly wrote like around 3-4 o'clock in the morning.
Oof.
Yeah. But yeah, I started writing, and I think the element in my novel is that we have a very strong female character, which is back then not seen anywhere.
Okay.
Like that, I mean, we shouldn't say anywhere because I didn't read.
But it wasn't typical.
But it was not typical. Majority of the time, the female characters were meek, like a little gray mouse. She's always shy, and I was like, this is just not realistic for me because I cannot connect to that personality. So I created a very strong character. She knows what she looks like. She knows her strengths, but she's a socialite. She has no like real life skills. She never worked. She was just basically
networking can be a skill. I guess
her skill was going on vacation and partying.
I think I like that skill. I could sign up for that.
And she comes from a Russian family, which obviously.
Yeah.
One thing about writing, a lot of people ask me when I was writing, how did you create this? I'm like, you have to draw from what you know. Because if I write about, let's say, being French, I'm going to mess it up. I don't know what it's like being French. I'm not French.
All right. Well, this is, I think, sometimes the challenge of, say, men writing women and women writing men.
Absolutely.
I think, like, it can be done well.
Yeah.
Right. Again,
if you know the other sex well, but if you don't, you're so out of touch.
Like I think because I've definitely read somewhere like even I'm just like, this is clearly written by a guy. It's not very good. This sort of, and like a guy with a certain mindset, right? Because a guy doesn't actually have to write it poorly, but it happens often. And you've got even famous writers. Again, I'll go back to Tolkien, right? There are not many female characters. The ones he has are good, but they're limited. And I think he just was like, I don't really know how to write women, so I'm just not going to. But the women he does have are like powerful, relevant, like that sort of the strong.
I just didn't like how the female characters are always very clueless, and not just about what to do, but like about themselves. Like you should be able to know yourself. You live within yourself. You should know yourself. So that really was hard. Again, the intimacy moments are meant to propel the plot forward. There are different elements that I thought about, like well, it can be complete smooth sailing, right? Because then it's boring.
You need conflict. Always.
Yeah,
you need
you
conflict.
always have to have conflict. And if someone does choose to read my book, I feel like I should give a disclaimer.
Okay.
Yeah, so I left it in a cliffhanger because I'm
Okay.
supposed to write the second one.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So if you don't like cliffhangers, you don't have to read it. But it's a good book. I like it. Sometimes I'll reread my own book.
To some extent, that's the most important thing.
Yeah.
Because I know a little bit about, your history and all that sort of stuff. I can see this experience and process itself being a kind of catharsis thing for you, and escape and an outlet for different things.
Yeah.
Which is probably not, in a way, I can see that connecting with audiences, because the genre itself for readers is often that. So it might be nice for them to sort of recognize the same.
I mean, I published a book in 2014.
Oh,
so
wow. Okay. It was a while
like 11
ago.
years ago, almost 12. And I still have readers reaching out to me sometimes like, hey, are you ever going to release the second book? And I feel awful because it's like 80% done.
Okay.
So I'm like, I will eventually. I'm so sorry. Life happens. And also when I was writing the novel, I was married. So it was much easier for me to tap into feeling like romantic feelings type of thing, or at least project the romantic feelings I wanted. I wrote it when I was in my mid-20s, I think.
Oh, okay.
And as a, mom of two already at that age, I wasn't doing what other 20-year-olds were doing. So like you said, it was like an escapism for me. Like at least someone was living life while I'm awake at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Your characters?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, basically. So it was a big, like we said, catharsis and like escapism experience.
Okay,
Yeah.
Great. Now, having talked about your work and some of the other sort of big names in the genre, where do you think Romantasy is going?
I think it's here to stay for sure. Yeah.
Okay, so looking at sort of how things are going in general, who do you think maybe one or two sort of hot authors that are up and coming, and what are some recommendations for those who either are already fans of the genre or really haven't gotten into it but maybe are open to it that you think they should be reading?
If you are looking into a very well-written series, and if you're into vampires who are badass and they kick ass, I would highly recommend the Black Dagger Brotherhood by J.R. Ward. It is a beautiful, intricate world of many, many books, and there are so many different characters there. I think it's 7 characters, men who are vampires, and they fight this enemy and they protect their community. It's a beautiful world. It's beautiful romance. So if you guys are interested in that, I would recommend that.
I will say that if you are not familiar with the genre and you don't really know if it's your thing, I would say start off, and if you don't mind sort of darker fantasy, I would say Sarah J. Maas's Throne of Glass. It is a good one. It's intense and all that sort of stuff, and there is romance, and it's definitely a thread throughout it.
I should throw in a little disclaimer.
Okay.
The books that I read are explicit, so I'm just saying, if you're not into that, then just listen to Michael.
And then for those who are a little younger, let's say in your teens or 20s, you want to get into some sort of YA, that's to say young adult, I honestly think that the Armand Trout series I was referencing is very decent.
There's another one, Lux, called the Lux series.
I saw it come up, but I haven't
It's
read
about
it.
aliens, but that's very cool too.
Okay, there you go. Folks have options.
Yep.
Also, be sure to check out Nadia's writing. We've also put in some links in the description, so check those out.
My novel is called Emerald Eyes, and I write under a pen name, which is N. Michaels.
Awesome.
Yeah, so check it out if you like it.
Excellent. Well, thanks a lot, Nadia. And feel free to leave comments, questions, or thoughts below. Looking forward to it.